Potting is one of the most important parts of the nursery. It's everything. If you're ever going to want to sell a plant, you're going to have to pot the plant. So it is an area that requires a lot of time and a lot of management. Our potting machine is a Dixie-style Gleason potting machine. It's probably 16 years old. We have a 5-yard hopper that we fill up with our soil, and then we have a conveyor belt that basically fills the hopper on top of the potting machine. We like it for a couple of different reasons. Number one, it sets the pace. You can set the speed for whatever you want it to be at. And number two, it's basically like your hand potting. And I guess the third reason why we like it is it has a very few moving parts, which means it doesn't break down much. It's basically just a Dixie wheel that spins, and then the guys who are standing around it pot the plant up. We feel that this system works very well for us. We have ours is not mobile, ours is just in the barn. So what happens is once it actually gets potted, it goes through a secondary phase where we actually use rice hulls on top of the product. The rice hulls, really three benefits. Number one, it inhibits seed germination. Number two, it inhibits liverwort. And number three, it also helps with water retention. So those three factors, on top of the fact that the rice hulls is an organic, natural product, we feel is a great benefit in our potting process. What that helps down the road is we have less weeds. And on top of that, we also use less herbicide. So once we actually pot up the plants, you can see another little innovation that we had is we have a 2-bay water tunnel. What that allows it to do is allows us to be able to put one trailer set in, basically run it, and then once it's done, run a second set in right next to it, hop on the first set, move it out, and then turn the second set back on. And then from that point on, those plants will get moved down to a sit-down location where we will be using the trike to sit these plants down. Some plants we sit down space, some plants we sit down pot to pot. These plants will be sitting down pot to pot. We do a lot of measuring of this. So we will time how many 1 gallons we're doing, how many 2 gallons we do in an hour, how many 3 gallons we do in an hour. That way we're making sure that we're getting our product done. But also on this flip side, we're not going too fast. We don't want our product to be crooked. We don't want it to be off-center. So the potting process is an enormous amount of time, and it requires a lot of labor, but it also requires a lot of attention and a lot of management so that at the end of the day, we're producing a good plant effectively, as well as, making a profit on it, and our customers then can get a good product and they can make a profit on it.
Thank you for watching this video and learning how labor, efficiency, automation, and production, or LEAP, helps ornamental plant producers achieve greater sustainability. This video series was made possible by the incredible amount of time invested researching and gathering information by Decker's Nursery. Their efforts to determine how new technologies will improve their systems, coupled with their tremendous generosity to share that work with other producers beginning this process, is an inspiration to leap the green industry forward sustainably. We are very grateful to them for this opportunity. This work is supported by the Specialty Crops Research Initiative Award Number 2020-51181-32137 from the USDA National Institute of Food and Agriculture for the planning grant Labor, Efficiency, Automation, and Production, or LEAP, for Sustainability in Nursery Crops. Any opinions, findings, conclusions, or recommendations expressed in this publication are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the view of the U.S. Department of Agriculture.